James Bill of the Boxing Source here with another video. And this video here poses a question. Who will Canelo fight? Oh, okay. That's too much of a general damn question. Like that one is just way too much of a general question to ask. But in detail, you could basically pose a question for Canelo Alvarez. We had the news of the proposed schedule for Canelo Alvarez that was set for this year, 2020, where he would be slated to fight Billy Joe Saunders, Gennady Golovkin, and Ryota Murata in the year 2020. But after that, who will Canelo fight? Because you do have a good amount of fights left on his contract. Of course, we know about the 11 fight, $365 million deal that he signed with the Zone, where he had his first fight against Rocky Fielding, and then he followed that up with a fight against Daniel Jacobs, and then followed that up with a fight against Sergey Kovalev. But now we have 2020 in front of us, and he has his schedule to where he would have another 8 fights that he has to go through in his own contract. We had the announcement that he would be fighting Billy Joe Saunders, scheduled for May 2nd at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. With that previous video that I had, it seems like that particular fight is going to be delayed, or it might not happen at all. I don't know. Maybe you know, but at this point, I don't know. But what we do know is that Canelo Alvarez will be fighting Gennady Golovkin on September 12th at AT&T Stadium. That is going to happen, as we know. But still trying to follow through with the schedule that was put up for Canelo Alvarez this year. If he does go through with the Gennady Golovkin fight on September 12th and gets through that fight without much issues, they could still schedule his fight between him and Ryota Murata by the end of this year. And if they do that, whether he does fight Billy Joe Saunders or he doesn't fight Billy Joe Saunders, that still leaves a good amount of fights left on his contract. And that leaves things to discuss when it comes to who he could possibly fight. Could it be Caleb Plant? Could it be a David Benavidez? Could it be a Demetrius Andrade? Could it be a Jaime Munguia? Who knows? But with it being that he could have about 6 fights left in his contract with the Zone, that kind of like leaves things up to who his potential opponents could be. My thing is with this particular contract is that he pretty much has a set amount of fights to have, and also a kind of like a set amount of money that he could basically get within his contract. And with that being said, that doesn't really give Canelo as much power as some people think that he does. It does give more power to his opponents, because what that means is that if these guys want to be chosen to fight Canelo, they're going to have to put up a set amount of money in order for those guys to sign to fight him. Because we know that Canelo is going to get at least $30 to $35 million per fight that he has. So with him getting about 30 to 35 million, every potential opponent that's out there is going to ask for at least 10 million or more to fight Canelo Alvarez. So with that being said, that leaves the question open: who will Canelo fight after 2020? Leave that question for y'all. You could go ahead and answer in the comments section below. Be sure to subscribe to the Boxing Source here on YouTube and catch the Boxing Source radio show Sundays at 7:30 p.m. live. Or you could catch the podcast on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever your favorite podcast app is. On that note, folks, I'm out. Peace.